Hi, thanks for joining me for chair yoga class. Begin by having your feet firmly planted on the ground and sit back against the back of your chair, hands relaxed on your lap, and close your eyes. We'll begin with a breath practice. So just let your breath fill your body naturally and exhale to release. And then place one hand on your belly and notice as you breathe the rise of your belly into your palm and the gentle release back and down. So feeling again the rising of your belly like a balloon and release. Keep that going, that belly breath awareness, trying to direct your attention down into your abdomen. Allowing the belly muscles to relax as you breathe in, and gently pull your belly back towards your spine as you breathe out. Now move your hands up to your rib cage. It could be just one hand to the side of your ribs. And notice the expansion of your rib cage as you breathe. So you're drawing your attention up higher now into that barrel shape of the ribs, consciously expanding and lifting the rib cage as you breathe in, and releasing the ribs back down as you breathe out. You're trying to isolate your breath into your rib cage. And then release that. Move your hand right up to your chest, right over your breastbone. And as you breathe in, feel your breastbone rising up into your palm and gently releasing back down with your breath out. Inhaling to fill the upper chest. Exhaling to release back down. Isolating the movement as much as possible into the upper chest and upper back. And then release that, both hands back down to your lap. And we'll try to combine all three areas of awareness as if you were filling a pitcher of water from the bottom to the top. So take a natural breath in and release it out. And then fill up into your belly, expand into your ribs, all the way up into your upper chest, and release the breath all the way out. Again, breathing into the belly, the ribs, the chest, and releasing all the way out. One more time like that. Inhale, belly, rib cage, chest, release, relax. Now go ahead and sit forward on your chair, open your eyes, peeling your spine away from the back of the chair, shoulders directly over your hips, and again, feet well planted. Begin to roll your neck around. You're making just some gentle circles with your head and your neck. Releasing any kinks. You might feel some cracking. That's totally okay. It's normal. And then reverse. Go the other direction. And then bring your head back to center. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder, and then take your right hand to cup your left ear. You don't need to pull. The weight of your arm should be plenty to provide a nice sensation of stretch along the side of your neck and the top of your shoulder. And from here, turn your head so that your gaze faces towards the ground, and you can cup the back of your skull and draw it forward and down. And then come back up to center. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Cup your left ear, your right ear rather, with your left hand and gently draw it down. And then begin to turn your head. Again, you're gazing towards the ground, cupping the back of your head and drawing it forward and down so that your chin is drawing towards your collarbone. And come back to center. Shrug your shoulders up by your ears and release them down. Take a look over at your right shoulder and then over your left shoulder. Come back to center. Draw your right arm across your chest. You're holding at the forearm to provide a little bit of leverage, and then look past your right shoulder. And let that go. Left arm draws across your body. Look over the left shoulder. Let it go. Shrug your shoulders up by your ears and release them down. And then begin to make some rollbacks with your shoulders, scooping them forward and up and back and down. Roll them around. And reverse directions, rolling them forward, drawing them back and up and forward and down. Release that, and then begin to use the whole arm. So we're making a motion like the backstroke in a swimming pool. And then the crawl stroke, take it forward. And release. Draw your arms out in front of you, make fists, begin to roll your wrist joints around. And roll them the other direction. Open your arms into a cactus or a goalpost shape. Take a deep breath in, exhale, squeeze your arms together. Breathe in to open, breathe out, drawing them together. Again, inhaling to open, exhaling to close. One more time, breathing in, breathing out. Keep your arms connected from elbows to fingertips as best you can, and then lift your arms up. It's a lot of work. Keep the connection, keep squeezing together, and then release. Take a deep breath and let it go. Draw your right arm up above your head and drop your hand back so that it comes to the base of your neck, or it might even drop down between your shoulder blades, reaching the right elbow towards the ceiling. Sit tall. Release that. Press your palm back behind you and bend your elbow so that your arm winds around your low back. You could connect your forearm or your hand to your low back, and then gently press back into it. Sit tall, stretching across the front of the shoulder right there. And release that down. Draw your left arm up and drop the hand back. Again, it's coming either to the base of your neck or between your shoulder blades. Left elbow pointing up towards the ceiling. Let that go. Press your palm back and wind your arm around your back. Elbow is bending, hand or forearm pressing into your low back. Sit tall, gently stretching the front of the left shoulder. And let that go. Take a deep breath. Sweep both arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, release your hands by your sides. Stretch your right arm out in front of you and point your fingers towards the ceiling. Gently pull back on your fingertips so you're stretching out your hand and your fingers and your wrist. And flip the hand down so that you're gently pressing out now the front of the wrist. And the other side. Left hand, fingertips pointing up, and fingertips pointing down. And then open and close your fingers a few times. Shake your wrists out, and let it go. Now we're going to move the spine. So breathe in, stretch your arms up overhead. As you breathe out, bring your right hand down to the chair leg and your left arm drapes overhead. You're coming into a nice side bend here. Try to keep heavy through your left hip. So don't lift that left buttock off the chair, but instead keep that pressing down as you reach overhead. Breathe in, come back to center, both arms reach high, and exhale over to the left. Grab your chair leg for support, draw that right arm over, heavy down through the right hip. And back to center. Both arms reach high, deep breath. Take a twist to your right, come back to center. Take a twist to your left, come back to center, and release your arms down. Now take your left hand outside your right knee, and your right hand maybe to the back of the chair or to the seat, anywhere that you can just gently roll the right shoulder back so that you can twist to the right, looking over to the right side of the room. And come back to center. Right hand outside left leg, left arm back wherever it comfortably can rest, and take a look to the left. You're twisting your whole spine to the left. And come back to center. Hands to your knees, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest up, and maybe lift your gaze, a little back bend. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, round your spine. Curl the belly button back towards your spine, shoulders rounding forward, head dropping forward. The breath in will roll the shoulders back and lift the chest and the gaze. And the breath out will scoop the belly button back, round the shoulders, and drop the head. Again, breathing in, breathing out. And then come back up to neutral. Pick up your right leg with your right hand and begin to roll the hip joint around. So you're circling out, just moving the leg at the hip joint. And then the other direction. Let that go. Left leg, pick it up, roll out the hip. And reverse directions. Release it down. Extend your right leg in front of you with your heel down and your toes pointing up. And then point your toes down, heel up. We'll move like that a few times. Tapping the heel, tapping the toes. Heel and toes. One more time. Heel and toes. And then roll the ankle around. And reverse directions. Put it back on the ground. Left heel forward. Tap the toes, tap the heel, and toes, and heel, and toes, and heel, and then roll the ankle around. And reverse directions. And replace that foot down to the ground. Breathing in, sweep your arms up high, lift your gaze. Breathing out, draw your hands together down at the center of the chest. Hands to your knees. Inhale, shoulders back, heart lifts. Exhale, forearms to thighs, forward bend. Drop your head. And press back up to sit tall. Again, breathing in, lift the arms, lift the gaze. Breathing out, hands to heart center. Hands to knees. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward bend. Drop your head. One more time like that. Press up to sit tall. Breathe in, lift your arms. Breathe out, hands to heart. Breathe in, shoulders back, heart lifts. Breathe out, forward bend. And roll back up to sit. Draw your right leg out to the right. Left knee facing forward. Make sure that the hip and the knee and the ankle and the toes are lined up together, both directions. And then open your arms out from your shoulders. Face your torso towards me. So you're facing your torso over your left leg. Gaze over your right fingertips. Pull your belly in gently, lengthen up through your spine, and soften the space between your earlobes and your shoulders. Turn your right palm to the ceiling. Left hand comes down to find the seat or the chair leg for support. Tip back into a side bend. So you're side bending back over towards the left. And come back, extend your arms. Again, breathe in to tip back. Breathe out, extend the arms. One more time. Inhale, tipping back. Exhale, extend the arms. Now take your right forearm onto your right thigh and your left arm up and maybe overhead to the right, depending on how your shoulder feels. The breath in will carry you back into that warrior two shape. The breath out, forearm to thigh. This is extended side angle. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to tip over. One more time, breathing in, breathing out. And then make your way right back to center. Left leg turns open to the left. Right leg directly out in front of you. Arms extending. Torso facing forward. Gaze left. Belly in. Chest lifted. Flip your left palm up. Right hand down to the chair, seat, or leg. Inhale to tip back. Exhale back up, arms extending. Breathing in for that side bend. Breathing out, coming back up. One more time. Inhale, tip back. Exhale, extend. And then forearm to thigh and side bend. This is extended side angle. Your breath in will take you back up into that warrior two shape. And your breath out, extended side angle. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, side angle. One more time. Breathing in, breathing out, reach, and then bring everything back up and to the center. Widen your legs, wider than the chair legs, toes facing slightly out on an angle. And you can decide how far down you want to take this forward bend. So you might just place your arms on your thighs and lean forward a little bit. If you have high blood pressure or glaucoma or detached retina or even osteoporosis, this may be as far as you want to take it. If it is appropriate for you, you might slide your hands down your legs towards your ankles and forward bend down between your thighs with your head dropping. Keep your breath flowing. Slowly roll your way back up to sit tall. Draw your legs back together. And we're going to come up to stand behind the chair. You can have your fingertips on the chair for support. Stand wide. So your feet will be wider than the chair legs now. Turn your right toes out to the right and turn your left toes in slightly. Bend your right knee. Extend your right arm. So we're back in that warrior two shape, standing now with the left hand on the chair for support. Flip your right palm up. We're going to tip back into that side bend, peaceful warrior. Don't lose the bend in your front knee. Breathe in. Come back up as you breathe out. Again, inhaling, tipping back. Exhaling into warrior two. One more. Breathing in to tip back. And breathing out into warrior two. Now, forearm to thigh for extended side angle. Your left hand will be on the chair for support, but still, if you can, roll the left shoulder back so that you're not collapsing forward and down, but instead, your torso is still facing towards me. So here's where we're going to start, and then reach back up, extending the arm into warrior two. This is your breath in. Your breath out, forearm to thigh. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, forearm to thigh. One more time, breathing in and breathing out. Then we're going to flip all the way back into that peaceful warrior shape. So breathing in, come up, flip it back. Breathing out, forearm to thigh, extended side angle. Inhale all the way up and back. Exhale, extended side angle. Last time, breathing in to tip back and breathing out. Straighten your leg, turn your toes in and turn the left toes out. Bend the left knee, extend the left arm. Flip your front palm, tip back. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, right back into warrior two. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Forearm to thigh. Right shoulder rolls back. This is extended side angle. Inhale here and exhale. And then inhale, warrior two. Lifting up, reaching forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time. Breathe in, breathe out. Now we'll flow all the way back into peaceful warrior. So inhale, flip all the way up and back. Exhale, forearm to thigh. Breathe in, up and back. Breathe out, forearm to thigh. Last time, inhale up. And exhale down. Straighten your leg, turn the toes in, and walk your feet back together. Stand tall. Take a breath and relax. One more breath. Breathe in and release. Step your feet wide again, wider than the chair leg. And turn the right toes out to face the right, bend the right knee. So you're back in that warrior two shape in your legs. Extend your arm, place your forearm on your thigh for extended side angle. This time, we're going to bring our hand to the shin or maybe the thigh and straighten the front leg for triangle pose. So don't lift your torso up, but rather keep it extending over your right leg. So bend through the knee and straighten the knee. The torso stays leaning over the right leg. Bend and straighten. Use your hand for support, but try not to push on your knee joint. And straighten. Stand tall. Turn your right toes in and your left toes out. And bend your left knee. Forearm to thigh. Hand is going to support you on your shin or your thigh. Breathe in to straighten. Breathe out to bend. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Breathing in, breathing out. Come up to stand, feet back together. Walk together and stand tall. Now come to stand on the right side of your chair with your left hand on the chair for support. Step your, we'll start with the right foot in front rather. So step your right foot forward and step your left foot back a bit so that you're in a lunge position. Your right knee is bent, your left leg is straight with the heel off the ground. Lift your right arm up. Straighten your right leg, breathe in, exhale, bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Step forward and stand tall. Now, your left leg is going to be your standing leg. So shift your weight to your left foot and lift your right heel. If you sank into your hip, just gently draw it in so that you're straight and supported through that whole left side. Right hand to right hip. And lift your right knee up so it's about hip height. Pause here. Draw the belly in, stand tall. You can feel how the muscles that cross the hip joint are working to keep the leg lifted. As you breathe, I'm going to ask you to straighten the leg and bend the leg. One more time out and in and place it back down. Relax for a moment. And then once again, step your weight into your left foot and lift your right heel. If you cocked your hip out, draw it in, stand tall. Belly pulling in, lift the leg, knee is up, hip height. Turn open from the hip joint. So your knee is moving to the right, you're moving from your hip. Connect your foot to your calf muscle and press both the foot into the calf and the calf into the foot. So you're sort of magnetizing everything into the midline. Stand tall, belly pulling in, and then lift up through your right arm. This is for a tree pose. Think about finding a nice rooted feeling down through your left foot and lifting up through the spine, through the crown of your head, and through your right fingertips. And then release and walk over to the other side of the chair. So we'll begin with the left foot forward and the right foot stepping back into that lunge shape. Go ahead and lift your left arm. Breathe in and straighten the front leg. Exhale to bend. The back leg stays straight. Breathe in, breathe out. Once again, inhale and exhale and step forward, stand tall. Shift your weight into your right foot and lift your left heel. Notice again, did you lean? Did you cock your hip out to the side? Instead, find a straight line, your center of gravity having shifted directly over your right leg. And then lift your left leg up. Knee is about hip height as much as possible. And you can just feel how those hip flexor muscles are having to work to keep that leg lifted. Go ahead and extend the leg and bend. And one more time, extend and bend and step it down. Shift your weight again onto your right foot. Lift your left heel. Lift up hip height. Turn out from the hip joint. So the knee is moving open to the left. Connect your foot to your calf. Same thing again. You want to feel that magnetizing leg into foot and foot into leg. Zipping up through the midline of the body, and then go ahead and lift up through your left arm. Feel the support of your abdominal muscles gently drawing in, supporting your torso. Feel pressure down through that standing leg and lift up through the spine and the fingertips. And then bring everything back in, step it down, and come back to sit. Find a comfortable seat again. Fingertips to your shoulders. Sit tall, draw your belly in, tip over to the right. So the right elbow points down and the left elbow points up to the ceiling. Come back to center and tip over to the left. Inhale, center, exhale, tip. Inhale, center, exhale, tip. And back up to center. Take a turn to your right. Come back to center, take a turn to your left, and come back to center. Relax your arms for a moment. We're going to combine those two movements. Take your fingertips to your shoulders, and now take your left elbow towards your right knee. Pull your belly button in. So breathe in, exhale, belly button pulls in, elbow to knee. Come back to center, breathe in, exhale, switch sides. Inhale to center, exhale to curl. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, and come back to center. Now, the next movement, we will meet the knee and the elbow at an imaginary point in the middle of the body. So they may or may not actually meet, it doesn't matter, just go in that direction. All right, so take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, left elbow and right knee in the center of the body. Breathe in to release, breathe out, switch sides. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time. Breathe in, breathe out. Come back to center and relax. Cross your right ankle above your left knee. If this is not accessible to you, you can just cross at the shin. And imagine the knee drawing down towards the ground. If this is accessible, sit tall. Try not to shorten through the right side of the waist, but instead have that equally as long as the left so that you can feel a stretch in the outer right hip area. You want to feel like you're heavying the right knee down to the ground. Just sit tall. And then release that back down. Extend your right leg out in front of you. Hold the side of the chair for support and lean forward until you feel a stretch across the back of the right leg. Pull your toes towards your kneecap. And come back up, draw the right leg in, left ankle over right knee, and again you can cross at the shin if the knee to ankle doesn't work for you, but if it does, you're going to cross here. Again, sit tall, equal length in both sides. If you're hiking up through the left hip, you're not going to get nearly as much stretch in the outer hip, so try to release that down and lengthen the side of your waist so that you do feel some stretch across the outside of the left hip area. You might feel it into the buttock. Thinking knee down towards ground. And then release that. Extend out through your leg, toes peeling back towards your knee. Lean forward. You can support by holding the side of the chair or both hands to the thighs. Lean forward, feeling that lengthening across the back of the left leg. And come back up, sit tall, slide that leg back. Breathing in, sweep both arms all the way up to the ceiling. Breathe out, hands to heart center. Hands to your knees, shoulders back, chest lifts, deep breath in. Exhale, forearms to thighs, breathe out, bend forward. Come up to sit tall. Again, inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, hands to heart. Hands to knees, breathe in, lift the chest. Breathe out, forward bend. Stay here either with forearms on your thighs for support, or again, if it's appropriate for you, you might slide your hands down your legs and bend all the way forward. Roll your way back up to sit tall. Sit back in the chair, relaxing your spine all the way back into the support, back behind you. Relax your shoulders and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and release your breath out. Take one more breath. Breathe in, breathe out. And then go ahead and open your eyes, sit tall, hands to heart. I bow to you. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.